Kingdom Hearts back cover. I really hope that you can hear me. I'm gonna go into the stream for a moment. I'm gonna check the voice because this is really important because I can change the in-game sound in those games. I think up until Dream Long Distance at least. I really hate how on the PC version they let this happen, but they kind of don't go back on the console versions now of those games and add in settings for sound to make it a bit quieter, less loud, because it's really loud and really hard to do with the microphone. Shit, where's the app? So we're gonna wait a few more minutes. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes. If not, I'm just gonna start. I have my other earphone connected to my smartphone right now. So yeah, there's some weird background sound. I don't know where it's from, like coming from. I can't change it. I'm really sorry about this. This is maybe my controller is a bit, something is broken there, maybe the connection. Maybe it's the microphone level. Yeah, it's the background sounds. The background sound, it's weird, like my console, it's basically the console's like loud. I hope that you can hear me over the in-game thing. I'm gonna have to turn it on for more. It's like let's make this a little test start for this, because Kingdom Hearts is the problem of being really loud over my voice. That's really annoying, and I can change it because it's the console version. And I also breathe really loud, so I'm sorry for that too. In all of my streams, because this is something that will probably never change. Okay, let's confirm. Oh shit, I think I accidentally started configurations. Yeah, here I can't change the sound. I'm really sorry about that. Back cover, yes, let's go. Okay, now we are in Unreal Engine. Cool. No, joke. Okay, yeah. 10. Let's start this for a moment. Let's listen if you can hear my sound. Dum dum. It's really annoying that every little sound can be heard. But I think, yeah, this is the title screen. Additive theater mode. Okay. Okay, I think this is good, but I'm gonna change the adjust the microphone level a little bit again. Okay. This is too loud. Okay.
Here, take it.
In the Master's playful and mischievous way, he gave his apprentice Luciu a very important role. What seemed like a simple task
very important
was the element that would connect all of the events to come.
Including the other Kingdom Hearts games.
Long ago, all the worlds were still one. One day, this would be called the Age of Fairy Tales. It all began here in Daybreak Town. The Master of Masters had an eye that gazes into the future. He bestowed upon 5 of his 6 apprentices a copy of the Book of Prophecies, in which was written the events to come.
Well, some of the events. Not every event. Case of Era.
So, did you look through the book?
I
Yes.
think he did.
But I'm still analyzing it.
Wow, no quick skim for you, huh?
I just prefer to be thorough. Master, is what it says in the last passage true?
Oh yeah, that. Bummer, huh?
Yes.
By the way, if one day I suddenly disappear, I'm counting on you to keep the others calm. Okay?
Huh? Disappear?
Vanish? Dim? Fade?
Whatever.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just hypothetical talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
This world is full of light. It's a world comprised of many smaller worlds, all connected, stretching as far as the eye can see.
One sky,
One great
destiny.
light protects us all throughout this vast land. All worlds share one light, one
One
fate.
I take it you're talking about Kingdom Hearts.
Yep,
Yep.
you're right on the money. People believe that the light that is Kingdom Hearts will be here forever. But if it were to disappear, the world would be enveloped in darkness.
Yep.
I understand. That is why you granted us these
I
Keyblades.
wonder...
With these, we can spread the teachings of light. And we can protect Kingdom Hearts from darkness.
No, they're not for protecting Kingdom Hearts.
Huh?
The final passage reads, "On that fated land, a great war shall transpire. Darkness will prevail, and the light expire."
Isn't it our duty as Keyblade wielders to prevent this war from taking place?
Not possible.
Nope.
You really think you can change the future?
Then, what do you want us to do?
We have to focus on what comes after. There's no use thinking of ways to change events that we know are gonna happen.
But what about all of those who are here now?
I
And
like how he
the
knows
ones who will
that
be
he's not
here when the
talking
darkness
about the
finally
Keyblade
comes.
war that is about to come.
Are we to abandon
But the
all of them?
Keyblade war
Come
that's
on,
happening in
you
Kingdom
telling me
Hearts
that you
3.
think the world can be saved by just 7 people?
We have to at least try. With enough Keyblade wielders, we could...
Well, if you want to give it a shot.
Yes.
Alrighty, good luck.
He's just... Alrighty, good luck. Knowing that it will fail, or that everything is according to his plan.
And so the reliable Era, who wore the mask of the unicorn, was given his role to take over for the Master and to lead the others. Similarly, the virtuous Envy, who wore the mask of the snake, was given her role to watch over the others with a fair eye. The fearless Aced, who wore the mask of the bear, was given his role to support their brand new leader, Era. The prudent Ava, who wore the mask of the fox, was given her role to prepare exceptional Keyblade wielders for the world after.
All for Ava. I'm
The
Ava fan,
cool-headed
big
Gula,
Ava fan.
who
I
wore
like
the
her.
mask of the leopard, was given his role to
Actually, I
uncover
like
the
all of them.
mystery of the Book of Prophecies.
I hope they get developed a bit more in the future. Like, I want to know more about
Mushu,
them.
the first of the apprentices to be given their role, watched his companions from afar as they learned what it was that they were meant to do. Then, he disappeared. Not long after that, the master vanished, dimmed, and faded without a trace.
All of this happened after Union Cross.
This is where your story began. The story of your very own adventure. 5 of the Master's apprentices armed themselves with the Book of Prophecies. They each created a union. This would fulfill his wishes. Then, they set out to rally Keyblade wielders just like you. By defeating Heartless, the monsters of darkness, they would gather light.
There are much bigger monsters of darkness now than just Heartless. Kingdom Hearts Key, back cover.
There's a traitor among us.
What the fuck?
Are you certain? What proof do you have?
I found this sniffing around.
Is that a Dark Cherothy?
Yep.
Is that a nightmare?
Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Charities are really cute.
Master, did you make this? It's so cute!
Well, things are gonna get pretty hectic around here soon. But this spirit Chirithy is gonna make your lives much easier. Hopefully.
I like how he, like Xehanort, is
You
also
could say they're
a
like
little bit of
cats
a
or dogs.
scientist.
And they'll be
But
your loyal
more of
pets.
it-
Every
but then
wielder will
more
have
like a
one of these
scientist, he's more
adorable
like an
little guys at their
alchemist.
side. They're here to help,
Uses,
so play nice.
basically potions and creates
Oh,
stuff with
right.
them or something.
Before I forget, if a wielder is overcome by malice, or rather if their heart is tainted by darkness, their adorable little spirit will turn dark and become a nightmare.
So you're telling us that if we see a nightmare...
Someone has fallen into darkness.
Yep.
Exactly. And if you don't stop this renegade spirit, it'll plant darkness in the hearts of others. And you'll have an army of nightmares on your hands. Beware.
So, if we see one of these nightmares anywhere, we have to get rid of it on the spot.
No! I won't let you do that!
No wonder you ended up as the bear. You're scary.
Your point?
Maybe you can growl at them.
Ugh, don't insult me!
Come on, Hassan. You won't know if it works unless you try.
Please tell me you're joking.
Ah, come on.
It's not me!
There's an easy way to solve this. If we all summon our spirits, then we'll know.
Unfortunately, there are countless wielders in our unions.
Yep.
It would be easy for any of us to summon a Chirithy that isn't a nightmare. I'm afraid that your suggestion wouldn't help us get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, in that case, who's to say that the nightmare you saw belongs to one of us?
That's
It could
true,
belong
too.
to anyone in our unions.
That's highly unlikely. Do you recall the tool the wielders were given in order to make them stronger? We generally don't concern ourselves with what they have at their disposal. However, I believe those tools were the nightmare's doing.
The bangles. I know when they're equipped, they have the power to collect dark energy. But I thought we all agreed that was okay.
Collecting is fine. But using that power is the equivalent of using the power of darkness.
It's a brilliant plan.
Damn it.
Everyone knows that all spirits look the same, and wielders exist in spades.
Yeah.
There's no way to tell.
Oh no. Everyone's already equipped their bangles.
Yep.
So what now? How do we find out who's behind this?
Seeing as those bangles couldn't have been acquired by just anyone, I believe it's one of us here in this room.
No, Ira. I respectfully disagree. What proof do we have that the bangles are tied to the power of darkness, or if a nightmare is to blame?
I have
We
proof.
shouldn't
We
simply
saw it in
jump
the
to
game.
conclusions.
Ira, some leader you are. You've managed to plant seeds of doubt in all of us with that speech. What? Did you expect the traitor to give themselves up with that accusation of yours?
No.
That was foolish.
Ased, that's quite enough.
It looks to me like the Master made the wrong choice.
Wait, where do you think you're going?
I
just
think
leaving.
we're done here. I trust you'll keep us all updated.
I hope we can all resolve this soon.
Don't worry, Ava. It will work out. I think.
That didn't go as expected.
No, it didn't.
What's wrong,
huh?
Ira? This isn't like you.
A lost page. Something's missing from our book of prophecies. Each of our copies were said to contain the events of the future. But this incident, well, it's nowhere to be found.
And how does this whole thing with the traitor tie together?
Like I said, it's nowhere to be found
Oh, damn
in
it.
my book.
Ira, are you implying that someone is in possession of the missing page? And the person with the complete
Yeah.
book is the traitor?
There is
Maybe.
something going on, and a page is suspiciously missing from the book. It's not so far-fetched to assume that the one who has the lost page has been turned, that they have fallen into the hands of darkness. Trust me.
There seems to be no record of it in my book either. You may be onto something. I wonder, could this have been the Master's plan all along? To grant the lost page to only one of us?
We have no way of knowing.
Yep.
The Master is gone.
I understand what you're
Ex-
saying. I promise to keep a close eye on the others. I will keep you informed, as always.
Thanks.
Of course. After all, that is what the Master asked of me.
Okay, little snake.
And Ira, may your heart be your guiding key.
Case of envy.
So, to sum it up, I'll need you to observe the others. Easy breezy.
All right.
Like I said, Ira may have to take over for me. But don't be shy. Just be fair. And do not be afraid to speak up. Even though I say observe, you'll need to be the mediator. Make sure people get along.
I wonder
I
if
understand,
he has the same meaning actually
but
with Lucio,
without you
and he
or
just
Lucio,
fucked with him.
To form and maintain
It's a-
our own unions is... It's a little unnerving, to be honest.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a little.
This one, though.
Maybe I'll never disappear.
Oh, maybe.
Wait.
Oh, that's right. He technically never
me to
really
go?
disappeared. He
What?
just left.
No, of course not.
I was just kidding.
Oh. I see.
Yeah. He's
Look,
weird.
I get that change can be hard for everyone, but things need to keep moving forward. And you need to keep up. Otherwise, you'll just get left behind, all alone. Now that you know what the future holds, Invi, what does your heart say? May your heart be your guiding key.
Yeah.
I say it all the time. You ultimately need to do what your heart feels is right.
Right.
Yep. A few days later.
I was wrong about Ira. I thought he would make a great leader, but he let me down. Well, what do you two think? You don't believe what Ira said, do you?
Of course not. His argument was unconvincing. It's like Invi said. He's just making baseless assumptions given the situation. There's no evidence to tie his accusations to anyone, let alone one of us.
Yep.
Maybe there's something he hasn't told us.
And he needs to tell us. How dare he look at us with suspicion? We're his comrades.
I wouldn't call us comrades. Anyway,
Also,
could you get to the point?
Fuck.
I know you didn't call us here just to complain.
I want the three of us to form an alliance.
But alliances are forbidden, us said.
I knew it. I had a feeling it would come to this. So, we join forces, then confront Ira?
Confronting him is pointless. Ira won't change his mind.
Nope.
I know there's darkness at work. There's no question. But I don't believe for a second there's a traitor among us. Unfortunately, Ira doesn't share the same belief. He's just wasting time trying to figure out who the traitor is. But darkness won't wait, and neither should we. We need to band together now and find a way to fight it.
Oh, yeah.
Guess it makes sense.
I agree that we need to do something to fight the darkness. But combining our unions? That was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yep.
He's no longer here.
I'm in.
It doesn't matter.
But let's be clear. The alliance is just between the two of us right now. I don't want my union members involved.
Gula!
And I think this makes him the traitor, or is Ava the traitor? We don't know.
I want to follow the Master's teachings.
Understood.
So
That's your choice to make.
This.
You should do whatever you feel is right.
Yeah.
By the way, Ased, do Ira and Invi know?
I haven't talked to Ira about it for obvious reasons, but I did ask Envy to join us.
You wanted to see me? Gula, Ava, what are you doing here? What's the meaning of this?
Hear me out, Envy. I want an alliance among our unions. Gula here has already agreed. Will you join us? And together we can...
And disobey the Master's teachings?
We don't have a choice! Darkness is approaching, and we need to combine our strength to stand against it.
The Master bestowed
completely
each of us
wrong.
with a different role, and he specifically told us to keep our union separate, to maintain the balance of power. He told us that any imbalance would lead to a desire for more power, which leads to darkness. I know you haven't forgotten. Perhaps it's you who has been tainted by darkness.
I'm tainted by darkness?
Oh, yeah.
Then what about you, Envy?
I think you are.
You spy on us and report everything you see back to Ira. You really think you have no darkness in your heart after what you did?
Because that is my role.
To observe us, yes, but not to disclose everything we say and do to Ira.
That's...
For all we know, you and Ira could be allies, scheming behind our backs.
That's enough.
Okay. Ava. Just sitting there in the background. She reminds me of Kyrie. But her calmness.
When will it stop? I don't want us to turn against each other.
Master Ava.
Oh, hello. Your name is Ephemer, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Hey,
Ephemer.
can I join you?
Uh-huh.
Why the long face? Did something happen?
I wonder. I hope this helped a little
Long
bit.
day. Do you remember what you asked me before?
But the,
About why the
back on
unions
something.
compete against
Probably
each other
not.
instead of working together? Actually, I always wondered the same thing.
Really?
Huh? Isn't
mean,
it
of course
just
it
because the
is.
master said so?
Yes. And as such, we must obey. The master said so. So it is. But lately, I've really started to wonder. You once told me that you were looking for answers. That you wanted to solve the mysteries of this world. Well, I think that's how things should be. We need to question things and think for ourselves.
Yep.
Whoa! You are really not yourself today. I guess even foretellers have their off days. Hey, maybe talking about the book will cheer you up.
Not a chance.
Aww.
You were trying to pull a fast one on me, weren't you?
Oh,
No.
no, I was joking.
If you say so. But to be honest, I think it would be great if all the unions could work together and be friends.
Yeah.
You know, I made a friend from another union today. Wasn't much of a talker, maybe just shy. We're meeting again tomorrow.
That sounds like so much fun. Then you'd better go home and get some sleep.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you. I don't know what's got you down, but please cheer up.
I like Ephemia.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see where he's going in the future.
If the worst happens, I'll be glad to leave the future to the kids who see the world in the way that you do.
The dandelions.
Let the wind carry you far, far away. My dandelions.
It would be so fitting if she's connected to Kyrie.
Envy,
And maybe even her
have you
grandma.
learned something?
It seems Ased and Gula's unions are now allied.
So Ased is the traitor after all.
No, I don't believe he is.
Why's that?
To Ased, unification is a means of gathering strength to oppose the darkness. So I believe his heart still belongs to the light.
Yep.
Even so, forming alliances was strictly forbidden by the Master.
Yes, and his teachings are absolute. That's why I will try and persuade Gula to dissolve their alliance.
Then I'll do it.
No. Please, let me do the talking. Your intervention will do nothing more than spur Ased's anger.
Yep.
All right. I'll leave it to you.
And one more thing. Ased has begun to question the two of us. As a precaution, my reports will be less frequent. I don't want him to get the wrong idea. Please understand.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So was Keyblade. The hints that this was about Kingdom Hearts 3 and the games before that were there all along. I like that. We just didn't notice.
I think I'm done.
Done with what?
The Alliance. I think it's time to call it quits.
For what reason?
To put it simply, I entered this alliance thinking we were preparing to fight some impending darkness, but it hasn't come. In fact, there haven't been any suspicious incidents recently, and you haven't rallied anyone else to your cause.
Yeah, but
This alliance is meaningless. Even Envy agrees. Oh,
Envy?
No shit.
uh-oh. You weren't supposed to find out.
Is Envy the one who told you to break our alliance?
Hello.
Maybe. But I'm the one who decided to do it. And I've already told you why.
But we don't even know who the traitor is yet!
And that's exactly why.
Yep. I think he's a child. Or a teenager.
I just can't trust anyone but myself.
Don't you realize you won't stand a chance against the darkness on your own?
Sorry, my mind's made up.
Yep.
Envy. You will regret this.
I hope eventually we find out what they look like without the masks. That would be pretty epic. I just want to figure out when time with all of this takes place because Union Cross recently made it seem
You
like
been here
the
long?
master
I bet.
No.
vanished and Lucio vanished after the fact.
So, what did you want?
But we also know that
You
so
didn't forget, did
they
you?
vanished,
You're the one who
but they were
called me
just
here.
Hiding, right? They were hiding together.
I was just kidding.
Right?
I didn't forget. Give me a little credit here. I was just testing you.
Right.
Now then, allow me to tell you about your role. You're going to be Ira's right-hand man.
What? Ira's right-hand man? What do you mean?
Well, Ira's gonna be the new leader after I'm gone, you see. So, just stand by. Don't disappoint.
Explain to me, Master. What do you mean Ira's going to be leader?
What? Is that disappointment I hear? Did you want to be leader?
No! I mean, if you had asked me to be the leader, that's a different story, but I wasn't trying.
You really want to be leader, huh?
Well...
I know you want it, but that just isn't enough.
Yep.
Any chump can say, here's a huge promotion, good job, and make you head honcho. But enthusiasm alone doesn't make a great leader. Ira needs someone like you to give him a push in the right direction.
I agree. Ira is definitely the most worthy among us. I'm sure he'll make a fine leader.
Then it's settled.
Wait, I agreed that he is worthy. But why do we need a new leader, Master? Does that mean you will no longer be teaching us?
Well, I might disappear one day.
Hello?
Well, I might disappear.
Disappear? Why? Where?
Speak up sooner if you're listening. It was embarrassing for me. Anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna disappear or not. It's anyone's guess right now.
But...
In any case, you need to support Ira. We both know he's quite serious. He's always just thinking and thinking and thinking behind that unicorn mask of his. So everyone will be counting on you to spur him into action.
Right.
Sorry.
You might not be entirely happy with your role, but just know that it's the most important one. Capiche?
I like how you
Shall I elaborate?
Yeah,
Making Ira the leader is all good in theory, but sometime later you might think, he's terrible at this, in which case it'll be your job to step up. Who knows? Your leadership might be just what everyone needs, and that is your true role. May your heart be your guiding key. Best of luck, Assad.
Assad.
It's been over a year since the Master left. It's time for me to fulfill my true role.
Over a year since we left. Oh, come on. By the way, I'm gonna watch Union Cross, all of this.
Why do you get in my way?
On the weekend, then the the theater mode for the mobile app gets uploaded. And then we're gonna watch at the end of this year in another special.
Don't be
Kingdom
so
Hearts
conceited. I'm
Dark
protecting the
Road.
balance. Just like the master told us
The
to.
balance is broken
You
right
need
now.
to come to your senses.
If we don't do something, light will expire. Then we won't be able to avoid the grim future that awaits. We need to defy the Master's teachings to protect the world.
You're saying he was wrong?
He's not here anymore. I won't let his prophecy come true. I won't let the world fall into darkness.
You fool!
But the one that you guys don't know that what you're doing right now is exactly but how the Master's prophecy will come true. Well, the prophecy is something that happened so far in the future, he just didn't tell you when exactly. Because he's a dick. Charity.
Ava, over here!
Envy! Asad! What's going on?
I found out who the traitor is. Regrettably.
No, that's not true!
Ava, there's no time to lose.
Come on.
May my heart be my guiding key.
So while this is happening, other things are happening around the town. We're gonna see them maybe in the Union Cross theater mode. Yeah, this is his role. He has the last page.
Master. Master?
I see.
If you're busy,
What the fuck?
I can always come back later.
No, I think
Sure.
about it.
Oh, no, stay! Now where... Ah, here it is.
He's like, did he just see a naked woman in the future that he's gonna have sex with? What the fuck?
What's this?
Go on, read it.
This is from the Book of Prophecies.
Exactly.
But
Yep. It's a page that's not in any of your books.
and what's written here is
Your role. You must find the traitor hidden among you, and stop them before it's too late. And in order to help you find the traitor...
I get it. That's why you gave us all different roles, isn't it? If anyone deviates from the job they were given, we can easily conclude that they are the traitor.
Yep.
It's brilliant.
Way to steal my thunder.
Show off. I like this sentence.
It's not fair. My plan was supposed to blow your mind with its grandeur. Your jaw should have hit the floor at my sheer
We're gonna have
genius.
so much fun with this
I'm
character.
sorry?
villain.
But was my logic flawed?
Oh, you're right. So, I guess now you've earned your time in the limelight.
Yep.
Even though there is a traitor, act normal and keep focused. Trust no one but yourself.
God, I love it when he gets serious and suddenly, like, one moment he is all cheerful and the next moment he is super serious. Also, I like how the sentences on there don't make any sense. Maybe it's Japanese writing, or maybe it's something a mix of Japanese and something that doesn't exist, so that Nomura doesn't have to think about what's actually
Trust
on
no
these
one but
pages.
myself.
Except for the main part. Or whatever. I like this.
Gula.
Do you want to know what my role is?
Huh?
The books we were given are incomplete. There's a lost page.
Lost page?
On that page, it is written that there is a traitor. The Master told me to find and stop that person.
Yep.
I called you my comrade. But never again, Gula. It doesn't matter to me if you think I am the traitor and you want to strike me down. You knew there was a traitor and you just watched silently as we fought each other. And I won't forgive you for that.
You can barely stay on your feet. Just give up already!
Don't you underestimate me!
Okay, people. I love how Ava just knows. No.
Please stop!
You too, huh?
I think he's in love with her. He has feelings for her, right? Right? I headcanon this now.
Why did it have to come to this?
Because the Master wants it to come to this. That's all. We miss a lot of context here. But yeah, the basics are here, the things we need to know.
Come to finish me off? Then make it quick.
That's not what brought me here today. I wish to fulfill the role bestowed upon me. That's all. It isn't our place to try to change the events of the future. That is not our mission. We're here to make sure that light lives on. With only 5 lights, we can't afford to lose any.
You still count me as one of the 5 lights?
That's the problem. 5
Of course.
lights. You're supposed to be 7 lights.
Only you could be such a good guy after everything we've
You
been
already
through.
are imbalanced from the start.
But
That's
hey,
the thing.
I
5
guess
lights.
that's one of the reasons I respect you so much. However, we still might only be 4. I'm talking about Gula. He's using the knowledge of something called the Lost Page. He said that it contains events that are missing from all of our books. He's using it to discover and apprehend whoever is the traitor. Claims that's his role. But who knows what his real intentions are?
Yep.
What I do know is that I'll never forgive him for hiding the fact that he knew someone would betray us. That's the
Yeah.
biggest betrayal of all.
I'd like to believe that Gula was simply carrying out his role.
Yeah.
Aset, I'll deal with this matter. Please keep it to yourself for now.
Understood.
I need to see that lost page.
Why did you tell Ira? It had to be you, because you were the only one who knew where we were hiding. Didn't you think for a second that your actions could be making things worse than they already are?
And why should that even bother you? Not only do you have your union, but you've also gathered the finest Keyblade wielders from other unions, and you're training them in a secret location, aren't you?
Yes, because that is my role!
Because it's a rule, yeah, exactly.
I had no idea.
It's a backup
I apologize.
plan.
I overstepped.
To destroy darkness, we all know that.
I shouldn't have
It's part
snapped
of the
at you
plan.
either.
And the Master is really weird where he doesn't want to kill anyone. Like, he really doesn't, but he's willing
What
to
did Ira want?
sacrifice everyone for at least the time being.
I don't know exactly.
You know?
He just asked me to give up Gula. His eyes, they were scary. I was worried he'd do something awful. I knew I couldn't tell him where Gula was. Then he turned around and walked away.
Yeah.
I see.
Sorry.
And Gula? How is he doing?
I don't know. He's gone.
Oh, Charity is so sweet.
Someone's coming. They're headed straight this way.
It's a little flashback.
Take care of him.
Okay. But he's going
Ira?
in the wrong direction.
Is something wrong?
I know Gula's here.
What?
What if this isn't Gula? No, I mean not Gula.
Tell me where he is.
What if this is
Why?
actually darkness disguised?
What are you going to do?
None of your concern.
Trying to see the lost
Don't.
page. Because he sounds a little
What?
different here.
I won't let you near him.
So that's it. All right. I'll go.
Because this scene is really, really weird.
Gula, what are you doing?
I'm just saying. It's really weird.
Something happened?
Ira was here. He wanted me to give you up.
I knew it. It's finally come to this.
Come to what?
Everyone wants to know about the lost page.
The lost page?
Yeah. It's a page the Master gave me. It doesn't exist in any of our books. It contains a passage about an inevitable betrayal.
Yep.
It talks about the one who bears the sigil.
Yep.
That's it. So, I don't know what to make of it, to be honest.
Is it talking about Xehanort?
My role is to find out who it is. I suspected Aced and went to confront him.
I think this is the really confusing part about this plotline. We don't
What
know,
happened?
we now know that the final.
Why are you telling me this, Gula?
Talking about King Arthur's tree, so
I have
Is
enough
it
to
talking
think about,
about
keeping with the Master's
Xehanort
teachings and my
actually?
role.
Always walking the straight and narrow.
Hmm.
I'm a fool for basing my
I hope we
actions
find
on what
out
is
at
written on
some
that
point.
lost page. Everything in the passage is ambiguous at best. That's why.
Yeah.
I need to find out.
But how?
By asking the Master.
But he's not here anymore.
I'm going to summon Kingdom Hearts.
Or
What?
is it talking
Then he'll have
about
no
the
choice but to come
different
back.
sigil.
Summoning Kingdom Hearts is forbidden!
That's exactly
Because
why.
there are many sigils.
The
There's
only
the
way to
Axe
get him back is to break the
there's
rules.
the,
If things don't change,
sigil
the entire
of
world
Hogwarts,
is
sigil of
doomed.
3 meters.
But
What
in order to
sigil
go through with
exactly
it,
are we talking about?
I'll need Lux. I don't have nearly enough. You always do the right thing. Help me with this.
I'm sorry. I know you want the Master to return.
Yeah.
But you don't know how summoning Kingdom Hearts will affect the rest of the world. The Master, he forbid it for a reason. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I see.
I'm sorry, Gulo.
May your heart be your guiding key.
What you think is right?
Ghoul is on a mission to collect Lux.
Ah. That explains why Aced and Ira are as well. They're trying to maintain the balance. But that isn't the balance we were expected to keep. If everyone's collecting light solely for themselves,
Exactly.
Keyblade wielders will soon turn against one another, which will lead to the Keyblade War.
Yep.
And what's written in the book, all of it will happen.
Light will expire.
Envy, what are you going to do?
I'll gather Lux too. No matter what, the balance must be kept. Ava, you do the same. We must delay the inevitable.
Right.
I really have nothing to say to this right now because what I watch Union Cross, there's a lot of context and my head's right now trying to figure out the timelines again. We know that the Master isn't quote-unquote vanished, like, what? He's still around? But he's watching from behind the scenes now. And this is the moment where I think Ava figured out the Master's true intentions, or that he's been playing with them for... She doesn't know the reasons, and she doesn't know that a part of his end result...
What's written in the last page of the book is gonna
the way he
happen.
wants to do it is bad.
The entire
He wants to
world
destroy
will
the
be
world.
lost to darkness.
But Master, isn't there anything we can do?
We don't know what
Well,
how exactly
that's
he
what brings me
means
to your
that.
role.
Because knowing
You
the
might
Master,
just be the only hope of keeping light from
He may
expiring.
have been talking in the past tense when he said, I wanted... When I actually tried to destroy it. Like,
Master, what is it that you need me
Does
to
he
do?
think the world...
Don't get involved in
you know
any
the saying,
battles.
all the worlds
Forget
start
the
with
notion of
enders.
unions.
But
Find
he thinks
Keyblade
the same,
wielders with
that the
potential
worlds
and
start
create an
with
entirely
darkness.
separate
And to
organization.
destroy darkness, he needs to destroy
Then,
the world.
like the seeds of a
Every
dandelion,
world. And
let them fly to another world.
then he wants to recreate a world
They
in the image
will keep the light
of
alive.
Baron Rex.
You really think that I'm
mean,
the right person
that
for
would be
this?
Cool. That would be a
Ava.
cool storyline.
You're the only person for this.
I understand.
Yep. I don't think you do.
Today you're here to continue with your training for our mission. This session may seem like it's familiar to you, but in a world that is different, one made of dreams, you are our hope. A war will soon wage. Those who strive to protect the light will turn their weapons on their allies for the sake of loyalty to their own unions.
Yeah, that's true.
To be honest, I don't know how far I can guide all of you. What you must remember is that anyone can lose themselves to the darkness. However, there will be no winners. Everything will be lost. Except all of you who are the seeds of hope. When the time comes, and there is war, you mustn't fight, but instead you must fly away from here to the world outside.
Yeah.
This training is to help you fulfill this crucial task. The future is in all your hands, as is the world's light. May your hearts be your guiding key.
The gazing eye?
It's not what it's called.
Oh, what then?
Actually, no name.
No name.
Well, gazing or not, that Keyblade does have an eye in it. My eye,
I
to
love
be
this
exact.
music.
Ew!
And we're
Oh,
nearing
you
the
think
end
that's
of
gross, do ya?
this segment of Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Anyway,
let's
about your
go.
role. You need to pass down that Keyblade to your apprentice and then him to his, so that my eye can see the future.
So
If
the Book
I'm
of
talking
Prophecies.
pride for all of you
Bingo!
people that are gonna watch this, is I'm
The
gonna
fact
upload
that it exists
all
is proof of your
today.
success. That means you've trained a worthy apprentice, passed down that handsome Keyblade, and fulfilled your role. Congratulations! What's the matter? Come on, you did a fantastic job. At least smile a little.
But I haven't done anything yet.
Good point. Guess you'd better get started then. Unfortunately, you'll have to go alone from here on out.
Sorry.
No Book of Prophecies to keep you company either. I can't have you causing any temporal paradoxes. But hey, we both know you'll do just fine without it, right?
Do I really have to go alone? What about the others?
Minor details, so don't sweat it. For now, you, that Keyblade, and this box need to stay out of sight. Just watch with your own eyes, and my eye, of course, as things unfold between the others. Then, when the time is right, go off and do your thing.
What's in it?
It's a secret. And, well, you see, the thing is, you can never, ever open it.
Great, now I really want to know.
Don't worry,
Alright.
guys. We're gonna watch the
I'll indulge
extended
you.
version of this scene.
But this secret stays between the
very
two of us,
soon.
and you have to promise never to open the box.
Just a few
promise.
weeks, we're gonna watch the extended version. Superbia is my name.
But why?
You'll
see. Dum dum.
May my heart be my guiding key.
Yep. Reconnect Kingdom Hearts. And that's it. We're over. We're done. It was nice watching. Tatsuya Nomura has written the story again. I think it's a wonderful story, wonderful dialogue. And yeah, I love it. the master. The music here is also a little bit of a clue about the identity of Lushu. Da 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 da. This music is also something another side, another story. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little trip into the past. Next week we're gonna start Kingdom Hearts Birthday Sleep. And yeah, we're gonna play all of these stories. Each week it's gonna be different level. Like week 1, next week we're gonna start Atlantis. Then we're gonna start next week we're gonna start Terra, Atlantis, and then up until the ending. Like I said before, we're gonna skip over some of the secret episode stuff a little bit. We're not gonna watch all of it. Some of it is gonna be cut off because Streamlab Distance and Kingdom Hearts 3 are very special games to me. I'm gonna edit them into quote-unquote final mix editions, where like the first part from Streamlab Distance, the first hour is gonna be recorded and edited onto YouTube, onto the YouTube channel, and then we're gonna start with part 2 in the stream the week after, basically. And same is gonna go with Kingdom Hearts 3, where I'm gonna record the first part with the intro and blah 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 blah, videos and blah blah blah, and then we're gonna start doing Birth by Sleep 0.2, we're gonna finish that. And when the final part is happened, we're gonna start Kingdom Hearts 3 with the intro on the channel, then we're gonna play, then I'm gonna record the Olympic section, the beginning of the video. I'm gonna edit all of it. Basically it's gonna be, if my vision is right, it's gonna work fine. If not, I'm just gonna stream it on it. To tell me stuff like that. We're gonna find a way. It's gonna be cool, I think, but this is far in the future. No promises now, just an idea. It's gonna take a long while before we reach that point. Bye. So, bye. I wish you a good day. See you in a few days.